All right. It's been 18 years since the first Jurassic Park. If there's anything that you could change, like a sore thumb that's to you guys, what would you do? What would you go back and change?
I don't think I have anything I'd want to change in it.
Wow.
That's what it is.
All three of you.
No.
That's impressive. Okay. All right. All right. Cool. Is it easy?
Well, I think some of the performances we could probably enhance.
The actors. I thought the actors were, okay.
That Goldblum guy, definitely would want to change that guy.
A little over the top.
A little over the top?
Yeah.
He's just so buff in
Or
that
not
one
enough
scene.
over the top. Maybe that's what it was. We'll have to experiment.
Is it easier to create a creature that already exists than, say, creating a Wampa or a Bantha? I mean, you have the layout of a dinosaur. You know what it looks like. Is it easier to do it?
I would say, yeah.
I would
Yeah,
say no.
technically, yes and no, because
There you have it.
you know what? Because there's expectations of what a dinosaur is going to look like and be, so you have to meet those. You have the muscle and bone structure sort of laid out for you, so technically it helps you there. But it's something real and it's got to move like an animal. If it's a monster, you have a lot more leeway.
Okay. All right.
But see, that's where I find that harder, because the dinosaurs to me are like kind of a turnkey thing. Once you've got the bones, you've got like 80% of it, and then there's just some other stuff. I mean, the things we have to do engineering-wise to get it to the point where it is operating fine is like a total vertical climb. But if you're making like an arachnid warrior, then you got to figure out how that thing walks. But a dinosaur, if you estimate the mass and weight and center of gravity properly and do your observational studies, it's...
But it won't be critiqued in the same way the arachnid warrior, because nobody's seen one before.
Yeah, but it's a pain in the ass to figure out how they walk. It wasn't hard to figure out how a dinosaur
And I think
walked.
you could look at something and see that it's not walking right, no matter
what
what
it
shape
is.
it is.
It's
Yeah,
true.
you can see it. You can see it.
All right. So, in the opinion of you three gentlemen, have special effects gotten better, or they have gotten to the point where they're completely unrealistic now?
They've gotten bigger.
Gotten bigger.
Not better.
More of them.
It's kind of like symphonies at the end of the 19th century. All they could do is get louder and longer.
Right. Well,
And where's the symphony now? Huh? I ask you.
for you guys, when you go to the movies, like recently, a movie you haven't worked on, what special effect movie has just been like, wow, like that really blows me away, or I'm completely captivated?
Oh, I thought Apes did a great job in that, you know, and I liked Inception from last year. And there's other films, you know, there's moments in films I think are just great, you know, sequences that show up that are pretty good, you know.
Guys?
I don't know. I'm just, you know, we're immersed in the world, so we're always looking at it through critical eyes. You know, all these different films, and you know, Inception. I find for me the ones I enjoy more are further away from what I do exactly, because then I'm not looking at them through work eyes.
Yeah, and if I find a film too that, I mean, I really like District 9. You know, I thought the work was marginal in that, you know, but because of the story, it was like the really great portrayal of a fascist that was, you know, kind of treated like a John Cleese character. You know, that was like the guy that wrote Amazing Grace and like figured out, my slave trade was like, I totally did the wrong thing, and now I got to, you know, was a strong, you know, story, you know, and yeah, it didn't matter much to me if the, you know, work was marginal.
All right. Final question, Dennis. It's the 30th anniversary of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Does anyone come up to you and ask you about your performance?
Sometimes, yes, people, but you know, they've heard about it or they know me and they just found out about it. But I haven't had anybody say, "Do I know you from somewhere?" And that's where it's from. But
Every
that
time
really
I watch it,
hasn't happened.
I bring it up. I point it out to someone who might not know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. What's your performance?
Oh,
I don't know.
he is a Nazi spy.
It was the start of a career that never took off. I don't quite know why. I thought there'd be all these groupies that I'd be having to fight on. It never happened.
You needed a line.
I needed a line. They would help, right, if I had a dialogue. But that was a very weird experience, too, with having Spielberg direct you. I mean, for me, the other side, and everybody's looking at me. I mean, that was very strange.
When I was playing a raptor in Jurassic Park, it's like, oh my God, Steven Spielberg's telling me what to do.
Yeah.
It is. It's surreal.
All right, great. Thank you, gentlemen.